How we going on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with a new Sunday Sessions video. If you're new to this series, it's basically where we choose a few pairs that we feel hold good potential for the coming week, and we highlight some of the analysis we have performed on these pairs in order to take part in these markets in the coming weeks. So these videos are obviously great for those who are new to Forex. This gives you the ability to see how a veteran in this industry analyzes and tackles the markets, but it's also good for those of you who are familiar with the Forex markets and are just wanting a bit of an insight on some of the pairs that we are looking at. So there's four pairs that we're going to go through today. We're going to start off with the Great British Pound to the US dollar. I'm going to put some exclusive analysis on gold and the Nasdaq over in the Learning Lounge group chat. So if you aren't involved in that, head down to the link in the description and get yourself involved. It's completely free. I'll be doing a separate video for those two pairs. But yes, we are going to start with the Great British Pound to the US dollar, head over to the Euro US dollar, AUD USD, and then finish with the US dollar CAD. As always, any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. So you can see here with the Great British Pound to the US dollar market that we have been trading this in a bearish way. This has been delivering us with bearish structure, so therefore we should be looking to get involved in this market in the bearish way. Now, to further add to this point, if we just zoom out ever so slightly, you can see here that we've been delivered with a higher time frame break of structure. So what we're looking at here is a 4-hour protected low within bullish structure that was trading us up. We've had the penetration of a supply zone, which has then given us the S&D flip, as we've then broken what was a protected low, and we have now started to respect areas of supply. This tells us that there's more supply in the market than there is demand, and with that being said, we want to be looking to get involved in short positions. So as I say, we can see that price is respecting these areas of supply. In order for us to get involved now, we just need to find an area of supply for price to trade up and into in order for us to look to take advantage of a further down move, basically. So you can see here, price traded into a fair value gap. You can see that what we do is we look at 3 candles. So we look at 1, 2, and 3. So we look at the bottom of the first candle, the top of the third, and the gap in between is what we highlight. So that's usually the second candle. The reason why we're looking at this area here is because of that inefficient structure. You can see that price traded it up and has traded us lower, breaking the previous low set. So this is a protected high within this bearish structure. We have since seen price respect areas of supply via order blocks, and price has traded lower since trading into these. Now, as we go down to the 30-minute time frames, I'm just going to mark out or highlight this area here that price has actually traded into and rejected nicely from. So this also is a fair value gap. We've seen great rejection to the downside. So in order now for me to get involved in this market, I'd love to see price pull back ever so slightly, just to give us a more refined entry with this market. But to be completely honest with you, we could be looking to place shorts come the open later on today. Now, when it comes to placing a position, I would place my stop loss above the zone that price traded into, which is this one here, and I would be looking to take my take profit beneath the higher time frame swing low. So we can zoom out and we could look to really trade our take profit beneath or just above this point here. So you can see here that we're walking away with a 1-to-7 risk reward ratio. Now, the reason why I feel this is achievable is because we've had the break of structure here. We're protecting those highs now. So I feel that we're going to start breaking some of these lows that have been set in the market, and we could probably see price trade as low as this point here. So obviously that's a very far stretch. We're looking at over 500 pips, but that is also a possibility. With that being said, I feel that price may come to clear this area before we see prices as low as this. So when it comes to just placing a position here on the open, I will be looking at 50-60 pips, 1-to-7 risk reward ratio, somewhere like this, just above this last low here. And we've got our stop loss just above the zone that we are getting involved in. So that is a position I'm looking at placing come the open. and let's see how price plays out. If you're someone who wants more confirmation before actually executing the position, that's absolutely fine. All I would suggest is that you wait for price to trade back up ever so slightly. So you can see here, if we look for a fair value gap, you can see going from 1 to 3 candles, so starting at this one, finishing at this one here, we have a fair value gap that price may trade into. So this could be an area at which price comes to trade up and into before trading us lower in the market. So yeah, this is something I'm definitely looking at placing come the open. I'm going to set an alert here just in case price does trade us back up. But this is a trading opportunity that could be placed later on tonight. Okay, now moving over to the Euro US dollar market. This is a market that we've really taken advantage of this week. If you guys don't know, I have a copy trading system where, for those of you who don't have the time to trade independently, or copy analysis / trades that are posted by mentors, then a copy trading system may be something that's worth looking into. What I do is I basically place the trades myself on my own trading account, and it replicates that same exact trade on your trading accounts. This makes the whole process frictionless, in the sense that you can just put money into a trading account and let that account grow over time. So you can see here that we've placed a few positions. Yes, they've been shorter daylight trades. You can see here 50 pips, 29, 31 pips. This one here was a little bit of a larger one. But ultimately, we've placed a few positions this week that has really played out well for us. So I'm looking to get involved again in further shorts in this market. And I say, I want to see price trade beneath this low here, because price has traded up and into this supply zone, giving us the break of structure to the downside, and we have seen strength in the US dollar. I've been pushing this in the Sunday sessions videos for the past 2 weeks, strength in the US dollar, and therefore we want to see weakness in the likes of the Euro US dollar and AUD USD, things of that nature, and price has played out exactly as we had predicted. So this is brilliant news, and as I say, I'm looking to get involved again in further shorts this coming week. What we are seeing, we had Powell's speech just yesterday. He is saying that the rates are going down to 2%, and we are seeing things level out and things are improving. So that's only going to suggest strength in that US dollar. Now, when we look here for an area to enter, I did actually go short on this, but I moved my stop loss to entry just as we had Powell's speech. But I did mark out an area on the 1 minute time frames, I believe. Yep, there's an order block here, and you can see price traded perfectly into this and has kind of teetered around our entry point. Now, in order for me to get involved in this market, I do want to see a break in some kind of protected low as such, because this would be what we'd look to see as a bullish correction. So I'd want to see a break in the low that created the highest high, which was this one here. So I would want to see a break of structure there in order for me to now look to take part in this market. So we essentially want to see price trade beneath this point, trade back up to trade into a fair value gap or an order block, and that's where we can look to take part in this market. So once we're delivered with those pieces of confirmation, I will be looking to take this market short. Now, if price continues to trade us in a bullish way, this is just to pick up more supply in the markets before trading price lower. This is when we could look to see a potential higher time frame correction, and price may come to trade us all the way up and into this area of interest here. But ultimately, we should be looking for areas of supply, as that is where we are likely to see a reversal to the downside. But ultimately, I am looking to go short in this market. Could go short from here. We just need to be delivered with entry confirmation in order to safely execute those short positions. Okay, AUD USD, another market that has been delivering us with clear bearishness. We had the break of structure to the downside after a penetration of a supply zone. We've seen bearishness throughout. I've marked out 2 areas here of interest that I'd like to see price correct itself and trade us up and into in order for us to get involved in a bearish opportunity. But there's actually 3 here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. You can mark this area out for yourself on the 1 hour time frames. The increments are here on the right hand side. But yeah, these are 3 areas that I'd like to see price reverse from. just picking up any remaining supply needed in order to trade us lower, creating a new lower low. Now, there's obviously the possibility that some of these areas would be absorbed and a continuation in bullishness can take place, like so, before enough supply has been introduced to give us that S&D flip to the downside. So we may see some temporary bearishness from 1-2 zones, but then it'll be the third one that we see that reversal from. So it's just ideal that we wait for that entry confirmation before we look to take place in the markets. This is where most people go wrong. People are quite preemptive with the trades that they are placing and may look to just go short as soon as price trades into these areas, when realistically what we should be waiting for is for price to trade in, then wait for order confirmation in order to actually place that position. That would come from a break of structure and price respecting areas of supply on the fractal nature of the structure. But again, this is another market I'm looking to see go bearish. As I say, we want to see strength in the US dollar over the course of the next few weeks. So I'm well set on my ways that price will deliver us with a new bearish leg this week. And we just need to look and find areas that we can take advantage of that short from. Okay, now to finish off on the US dollar CAD, you can see here we have seen price teeter around this higher time frame supply zone. Deliver us with some lows, but what we are seeing is price actually respecting areas of demand now, and I would like to see that strength continue to the upside. You can see that price is sitting around this area, so there's clearly a lot of liquidity around this area that's stopping price trade lower. I would love to see price react from this and go on to give us that new bull run to the upside, trading us up and into this area essentially. So for me to get involved now in this market, yes, we have been delivered with a fractal break of structure, but I'd love to see price really start to respect areas of demand. That's what's going to fuel my drive to actually buy into this market. But it's really truly now about seeing clear structure being put in. Okay, so for me, I want to start to see some lows being protected and some highs being created. Yes, we have been delivered with a high, we have lows here, we have what could look to be a higher low, but I want to see this bullishness continue now. So we have seen the start of bullish structure, but I want to see a new high created, and then we would get in on the pullback here. This would give us the confirmation we need realistically in order to buy into this market. But I am set on buy positions, just with the understanding that I want to see shorts in the previous three pairs that we've gone and looked through, where the US dollar is a quote currency. With the US dollar being a base currency here, we want to see strength in this and we want to see price drive us higher. So I really want to see demand build from this point, an accumulation to take place, and then that push to the upside. Be very interesting to see how this market plays out. We can clear some inefficient structure here, trade price all the way up and into this higher time frame supply zone that we've got marked out, and then we can reassess these markets and see how price is going to play over the course of the coming weeks and months. But yeah, that is going to summarize my Sunday session segment. I hope you guys have enjoyed. As I said, if you have any questions or queries with regards to my analysis, please leave them in the comments below. I've been quite brief in today's video. I've discussed areas of supply, areas of demand, order blocks, fair value gaps, things of that nature. I've given you my clear bias and the direction I want to see price trade into. I've highlighted some areas for you guys to potentially get involved in. So I hope that helps, and I hope you guys can make some good money next week. As I say, if you have any questions with regards to the analysis I've gone through, if you're struggling with anything, any terminology that I've spoken about, or any of the or any parts of my strategy, then let me know and I can create videos around that. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have done, don't forget to leave the video a thumbs up. And with all of that being said, I'm wishing you all a profitable week, and I'll catch you in the next Sunday sessions video.